It's working out for him. More importantly, mom and dad able to watch him here tonight. Bearcats over the right side of that offensive line. A prodigious run that time by the transfer Tawee Walker from Wisconsin. They still haven't targeted number 9, Jeff Caldwell, their highly touted transfer, up the middle between the tackles again. It's Walker with a good gain. Got about 9 on that play. Here we go on 2nd and 6 for Cincinnati. They run it into the boundary off tackle. And another first down by Tawee Walker, the transfer from Wisconsin. Hands it off to Walker, the transfer from Wisconsin. Cuts it up north-south and picks up about 7. 2nd and 4. Gets another opportunity here. And moves the chains and moves the pile. That's the longest run of the day, 29 yards. And another nice gain down to the 18 by Walker. Got a good.
Bearcats from their 48-yard line. Tawee Walker gets a look. Walker probing, trying to pinball his way to the boundary. That's a hard-earned gain of 8 yards.
Ball down the field.
It's a 2-possession lead for Cincinnati. They keep it on the ground with Tawee Walker. A gain of 9 between the two. Walker again. Lunging forward to get the first down and a gain of 2 after Dorian Pringle. Cincinnati looking to put this game on ice with Walker splitting through would-be tacklers down to the 39. A gain of 5 yards. This is Iowa State and UCF. Walker picks up the first down.
Walker.
With 12 seconds left, a gain of 5 between the tackles.
They can rack up some serious volume as far as tackles go. Out of the backfield, they swing at Walker, patient, waiting for the wall of blockers, and he is in, plowing his way in for 6. And that right there is the product of some athletic offensive linemen. You run a swing screen, the offensive line has to run a solid 15 to 20 yards sideways just to get in position to then head down the field. You're going to watch the right side. From the 30, they'll stretch it to the right side. Walker into the secondary, stiff arms the defender. Power running from Walker as he takes it down to the 9-yard line. Tayo, right guard number 77, just jumped off the film. Well, I mentioned how athletic the right side of this offensive line is. He was climbing up to a linebacker and just stuck to him like Velcro, pushed him sideways. These big fellas, when they get out in space, it's really impressive. And we got a stiff arm and wipes out the penalty, and now a gaping hole over the right side for Walker, who finishes the run. And making a cutback to open space. First down from the 15. Walker untouched, makes a move to the 5, trying to power his way. Kept the legs churning, touchdown. Tawee Walker, not to be denied. That is a weight room touchdown. The pace that he ran with on that was looking for contact. He was waiting to see where Jeff Caldwell was going to take his block and where the defender was going to shift around. So Caldwell locks on his guy. Are you going to be pushing left or right? You know what? You come off, I'm going to put my hand right in your neck.
From Las Vegas, out of the pistol. They feed him over the right side with the tight end leading the way. Joe Royer, one of the most dynamic players for Cincinnati. Blitz was creeping. Here they come. Sorsby flips it out to his safety valve. And Cincinnati turns a negative into a 5-yard gain. Austin Alexander securing the tackle in the Kansas secondary. Again, and a right side run. And 2 Jayhawks converging on that tackle, including Kamara. Let's go down to Lauren.
You talked about the Cincinnati new receivers.
Patrick Gerd, a tight end, in as a fullback, and they run it right behind him over the right side. Tawee Walker with a chance for Cincinnati to tie it early.
No frills down here. This is when you put it on your offensive line up front. You mentioned Gavin Gerhardt, your captain. They have a lot of trust and faith in this group, and deservedly so. One of the best.
Behind him, Walker just rushed for a short touchdown. Begins a new drive with some traffic in the hole. Able to stumble for a few. Let's go down to Lawrence. Little Kentucky native. Back back to the ground game. Good lane. Nice removal up front as they cave in that left side, paving the way for Walker to rush for 11.
It was incredible, you guys. I've never tasted anything better than Kansas City barbecue, I have to say.
It looked like they missed a face mask there on the carry for Walker, but he still barges ahead for 9. Second and shorts. No problem for Walker. He lowers his pads and pushes up to the 40-yard line. Be clocking for the snap. Nice meandering run for Tawee Walker. And I think Cincinnati, as much as anything, has done a good job taking the crowd. 23 for Cincinnati. Tawee Walker is the back. Charges above the 20 and falls a length of his body to the 25-yard line. 7 on first down for Walker. Off the table. Walker in the backfield. Over the right side. Nice ankle tackle made there at the second level by Kansas. The carry up to the 25-yard line.
Sorsby out of the pocket.
They'll run it here. Tawee Walker to the 5 and to the 2.
Got the timeout in your pocket, and a great job. The legs of Sorsby affecting the backside of that rush. You saw a defensive lineman hanging on the back end. And we mentioned 77, Terrence Hyo, putting him in the dirt on the front side of that play.
Brendan Sorsby steps under center, opens up, and gives Walker untouched for the go-ahead touchdown.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
It lands with 29 seconds, and Kansas holding one timeout. A 10-play, 75-yard touchdown drive.
You're going to see big number 50 pulling left to right. Evan Tangesdal just clearing out space. But the job by 56, DeAndre Buford, who's had a couple of holding calls go against him today. A great job getting to the second level and clearing some space against Trey Lathan. That whole group didn't blink. Brendan Sorsby was a quarterback I thought highly of coming into this season, coming into this game. Didn't start as well as he wanted to passing the football against Nebraska.
Toasty afternoon in Cincinnati. Temperatures expected to reach the lower 80s. Tawee Walker still on his feet, and Walker's going to pick up a first down. He'll shove the pile towards midfield.
You're already getting a sense of some of the physicality of this Cincinnati offensive line. Look at the blocks up front, and then Tawee Walker lowers his shoulder.
And taking in the action, enjoying the sights and sounds, firing up this capacity crowd, as is the team on the field. Tawee Walker bangs ahead for a 12-yard gain. Walker again, punishing finish. Bowls over a Cyclone defender at midfield. That one's going to hurt, and had some great blocking up front as well.
And that was Carson Willick was on the receiving end of that one.
That's going to leave a mark. Walker again still on his feet. Now the Bearcats have been in the weight room this week, it feels like.
But somebody's got to step up and make a play.
5-man front, weaving through traffic. Tawee Walker, and he's going to pick up a first down. They both have been imposing their will on this Iowa State D. Walker. Big deal to lose 2 starting corners within the span of 2 weeks. Both thought to be 2 of the best in the Big 12 this season. Walker pushes ahead again for a first. Inside the 30.
Tawee is almost towering over this defense. No, he's not the biggest guy. He's 5'8", but watch him lower his shoulder. Time in.
Yeah, those infractions. We talked about the 7 penalties for 55 yards. Not something that you see in Ames that often, or here on the road. There's another punishing run. Tawee Walker into Iowa State territory, and Carson Willick on the wrong end of that stiff arm. Here comes a flag.
And Carson Willick is just receiving this physical hit from Walker. Stick to the run and get first downs that way.
Here comes Walker to the edge. Cut it back against the grain. It'll be 3rd down and around 3 yards to go. Big Citrus, Dominique Orange brought him down to the turf.